just go ahead and do it before you change your mind. That's what I had to tell myself right before pushing play. I have been on a challenge, indirectly challenged by another creator. After watching several videos, I decided to start a new YouTube channel, and here I am. I have been posting for, I think this will be week 6, later this week. And I think it's been every day except for 2 days. One day I actually forgot, and then I think the other time I may have forgotten as well or something. But I've been posting mostly shorts. I've done posts, which I had just learned about that. I was like, oh yeah, I can do posts. Just me personally thinking, I can post. And then, of course, long form video. And so thank you so much for those who have been already on this journey with me. And yes, there have been some rough moments of just scattered, whatever. It's still new and fresh. I don't have the perfect thumbnails or the perfect looks, or some days my eyes just stay puffy, my face stays puffy. I'm in that midlife thing, but naturally I have lines in my face anyway, but that does not stop me, and is not going to stop me from doing something that I know is beneficial for me. We get so caught up in everything, all the cosmetics. There's always going to be something else to decrease the forehead lines. There's always going to be something that could take the puffiness away, or the lips, or whatever it may be. Will we ever be satisfied? Probably not. So, if not now, then when? If not now, then when? And I posted before a short talking about, kind of briefly saying that if not now, then when? Because we can make up all the excuses of why we shouldn't do a certain thing based on our appearance, based on our financial situation, based on our state of mind at the time, based on, you can fill in the blank. I'm right now outside, and I'm on my phone this time, so the way my phone is set up, I can't turn it around during the video. But let's see if I can show you a little bit of some of my rabbits. Can you see that? Let's see what you can see. They're hiding right now. You may can see a little bit. So I'll tell you a little bit about them. I have quite a few. Maybe one day I'll do like a video or post a video with all of them. So I wanted to make sure they were in their most natural habitat as possible. We had rabbits years ago, and just from circumstances, we had someone else watching them for temporarily while we were traveling, and the last 2, they didn't make it. So for whatever reason, whatever happened with that, so I didn't ever think that we would get pets again. And so opportunity came up for us last year. We have 2 that will be turning a year old on the 12th. So super excited about that. And so surprisingly, the breeder, we just went based on the breeder, didn't check, found out we had a boy and a girl instead of 2 girls. Imagine that. So now we have 8 of 8. So we try to, keep them in as close of their natural habitat as possible. The breed that we have, and they're at like half. Well, now the babies are a fourth, whatever. but part of it, they love to dig. So the ones we had before, they didn't dig much, but these love to dig. So we try to, have them in a space where they can actually dig if they want to. They can forage. We don't put harsh chemicals on the grass so they can have some healthy grass. Also getting some produce together for them so they can have some fresh produce as well. So, they have a good time, and they start to chew up a lot of different things too. Got these nice mats. They were nice to put down, and they were thick. They're supposedly hard to chew, but they found a way. On some of them, they have little holes in them now. So, but it's just fun just to see their different personalities. And yes, I named most of them. So, as I didn't put on lipstick. Usually I like wearing lipstick. Like, I don't wear makeup. That's the only thing I usually wear, lipstick. And so, of course, I planned on preparing physically for this video by putting my lipstick on and making sure my lips were not crusty. So, whatever. So, at least I do have on clothes. So, anyways, so I didn't get on here just to talk all about my rabbits and everything, but it's interesting though how they came in the right amount of time, because I was just dealing with an injury. And if you've ever had an injury and just trying to recover, sometimes you need a little extra. Sometimes people say pets can be, a good pick-me-up, and they have been. They have really been fun just to, be around. And, a few of them we brought in the house a little bit, because the last ones we had, we actually kept them in the house for a while. And so it's funny just to see how certain ones act, bringing them in temporarily. One had I think it was a respiratory infection or something like that. And so my daughter, they had to take him to the vet, and he was on medication. So he had to stay inside for like 2 weeks. It was like, so they have their little challenges too, and making sure we had to nurse him back to health. And he's been great ever since. And so not sure how that happened, just something random that can sometimes happen with your pets. So anyway, fixing my shirt here. So my challenge for you is to, if you want to do something new in midlife, do that thing. Whether it's start a new YouTube. I know a lot of people have been encouraging people to start a YouTube channel. What will it hurt? I mean, you can try it out. You're already on different platforms as well. Just, get on here, push play, start chatting, and then see what happens. That's what's happening right now. And I'm grateful for the connections that I've made so far, and looking forward to more connections as well. And I am going to say goodbye. I didn't realize I had been talking for like over 8, almost 9 minutes. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Time just flies here. But, whether it is YouTube or, starting that new fitness regimen, whatever it is, the time is now. If not now, then when? We can easily talk ourselves out of different things, just like I was about to talk myself out of actually creating a video. And so I know one thing we often, as I'm wrapping this up, we often think about the criticism that we receive, especially as a Black woman, being outside. I've seen a lot of that criticism lately with people, and it's not like I've never experienced some of that, but my main thing is I try my best to go into a space, not coming as a middle-aged black woman, but going into a space as someone who is there to learn, to grow, to change things, and with an energy that's contagious. And so that's what I lead with. That's what I lead with when I go into a space, that whenever I go there, the energy that I bring, it sets the mood for things. So, and we can't control what happens. Things can go crazy, bonkers, but remembering that, what do we want to attract? And of course you want to, make sure you stand up for yourself. You don't want people to talk to any kind of way or treat you any kind of way. But just remember who you are in every situation. Remember who you are outside of what people see. Who are you? And I'm going to leave you with that. It's so pretty outside. I'm enjoying this. I'm looking all around. I'm looking to see if any black ants are down here too. I've seen a lot of those lately. But I'm going to leave you now and see what these rabbits, I think, too, are trying to fight. I tell you. But do that thing. If not now, then when? So you choose. Make the most of your day while you have today. All right? Until next time, bye for now.